Hopefully with what I do, I will have no scraps left over. From the math I did, I'm hoping every piece of these gets used up, and that way I didn't waste any money. Because I'm just trying to do a little side hustle and make some cash, but I gotta spend that money to make that money, and I spent a whole lot more than I wanted to. This stuff cost $167, and I'm still gonna have to pay for fuel. Still gonna have to go put in physical time to stack them up, but let's go see if we can get these done. All right, now that I'm home, this is the trailer I'm gonna be taking. It's a 16-footer. With the math I did, supposedly I can fit 90 barrels here, 5 rows laying down, 3 wide, 6 high. It's gonna take a lot of framing up. And I won't make as much profit on this first run because of the lumber I had to buy, but I know they sell, and so the second run of another 90, it'd be nice to fit 100. Like, I don't think I can fit 10 in the back of that bed. It's pretty small, but maybe. I'm sure I could. All right, let's see. So I'm gonna try to pull off what I seen another guy do, except he was experienced. He was younger than me. He's a big old corn-fed white boy, and this is the reason why I ask questions, and I'm just curious so that if I ever have to do something like what somebody else is doing that has experience, maybe I could pull it off. He came here, he bought steel barrels for $5 a piece. He was able to fit 90. I think he had 6 stacks or something, 4 wide, maybe. Yeah, 4 wide. And yeah, he loaded that thing up. So I'm gonna try to do that. The more I can bring back, the better for my profit, so that I don't have to do so many loads back and forth, haul so many loads so many times. So on the first layer, I'm gonna do 3 like this. And then on the second layer, I'm gonna do 4, and they're gonna hang over the edge to the edge of each, as wide as the fender wells are. So I think I bought a little too much lumber because I thought I was gonna do 6 high. I probably can, but it's gonna be like 13 feet 2 inches, and I don't know. We're gonna have to add 2 inches to every stack. So I think I'll only be able to get 95 barrels, not 100, but I could probably throw a couple more in the truck. So maybe I can get 100, 5 more in the truck. All right. Fuck. Yeah, I'm not gonna leave till late tomorrow. I'm gonna have a lot of work to do. The other thing I'm worried about, I never wanted to weld anything on these top rails, but these fucking fender wells have nowhere to strap. There's gonna be 2 barrels, one there lined up right there. I'm not gonna hook to that. This thing's pretty strong. I welded it back up a little better on the inside, but that's got potential to slip off right there. I don't like it. So I don't know. I should just weld up a couple hooks real quick. 4 hooks. Cause there's nowhere to fucking hook, man. Some bitch. Maybe. Shit. Some measuring and some cutting. Damn it. Alright. What's gonna happen is I figured out I'm only gonna be able to do 5 stacks, not 6, just for safety on height, not call it too close. Which will leave me 10 of these 2x3s left over. I measured, and I should be able to cut these in 5 pieces. Of those 10, that'll give me 50 pieces. So I only need 40 pieces. Oh shoot, actually no. I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4. Darn, I'm gonna have to redo the math. Anyways, 2 are gonna go over the top. 2 will go over the top and each end. 2 will go underneath. And this, the way he did it, would allow you to run the strap up and over those 2. that pulls down this frame against these barrels, and also will hug the barrels against each other. And then this top edge will be like a top rail that keeps them from rolling off as you stack them up, and then you just keep tying them down as you stack. So let's see if we can make this happen. It's pretty simple, but it's gonna take me a lot of cuts and a lot of work, and then I'll probably have to get some of this lumber from, well, there's a pile right here of 2x4s maybe. So yeah, I could just use 2x4s. All right, the great part about this is it doesn't have to be perfect, and I'm no woodworker, so it's gonna be close enough. There's the first frame. That should fit 4 barrels. It's gonna be as wide as a trailer. Let's see if that's hanging there. If it's wider, that sucks. Oh yeah, it's a little more narrow. Cool. All right, shit. We got one. It's taking me forever. Now we just gotta cut a shit ton more. And that's what I remember. It looked like he had a bunch of pre-made ladders. So I'm gonna have to stack them and test it, see if this is even gonna work. What I'll do is, I think I can put 4 barrels first before I strap this one frame. I don't think this will slide, maybe, since we're on a hill. But I have to make sure that these, since it's gonna be, these can be used on any row. So what I was gonna do is put these here. That looks pretty shit. So these here in the middle between where these sit, but I'm gonna have a stack of 4 on the second row, which would make it so that I can't use 5 of these frames for the first 5 rows. But I'd like to use these frames on any row on any stack. So I hug these against between the 2 first barrels. If that's pushed out. So that's where they'll sit. So that way it doesn't bump against the barrels. All right, let's try this. All right, this is what it's supposed to look like. But looking at it now, I know there's there's a few inches that I can roll these over, and that frame cross member won't be in the way, because that thing's got to sit just off the hump, or else the next barrel's gonna sit up against. It's gonna sit up against the barrel, which is not good. So yeah, I'm gonna test that on the floor. Take those 3 off, put one on the floor, and pretend like that's going to go on top of 4. Let's see. All right, it checks out, but just by a hair. So I think I'll go 1 inch in, maybe 2 inches that direction, just so that we're good to go. I think I have the space to do it when it's just 3. So now that I tested them, I can only go 1 inch. This will be kind of like this. Yeah, inch outward, because then they'll be hitting these barrels. So yeah, 1 inch out, 1 inch out. That'll give me enough space for when I do them as 4. And it's one of those things that's super simple. Like, it looks stupidly simple, but sure is gonna take a lot of freaking measuring and cutting. But at least I got all the measurements down now, and I can just start doing that. Measure, cut, measure, cut, measure, cut. And then I'll be able to reuse these. Hopefully I'll be able to paint them. Reuse these for a long time. So yeah, once I get through this first initial loss of money, make a little bit profit, I'll make even more the next run. Hopefully they sell faster than I expect. All right, I eyeballed ripping one of these down the middle. It's all right. They'll just be the cross members, so it doesn't really matter. I figure I'll save the nice fresh stuff that I picked out for the long sections, and these just for the cross members, since I'm going to come up short as well. All All right, I've got a total of 15 of these bad boys. 5 more to go, and it's over. This is taking me all damn day. Now I'm getting tired. So I'll make sure to take my time out of the profits so that I know what I'll make on this run until I can get all that money back, and then all that time back with money. All right, we're on day 2 of these damn frames, but it's already gonna pay off. I got a guy who messaged me. He says he wants 10 barrels delivered. I told him I'll do it for an extra $20 to deliver them. I'll have them loaded already, and he's within a reasonable distance of home. It's not like on my way home, but I can come back from the city he's in to home, the back way. So there's $120 there. I'll be buying these ones for $2.50 each today, plus the drive, plus this time today or yesterday that I wasted. So at least I'll start making some money back already on this first load. What I'm doing now is ripping these. It was my dad's idea. He's like, I brought some 2x4s. You could just use those. He didn't have enough. He had some 2x6s I could have ripped also, but it takes so much more juice out of that little battery operated one. I don't have power back here. So yeah, and I thought about it. I'm like, why am I gonna cut these down? They're brand new, they're fresh, they're straight. If I got these for free. So yeah, and they're pretty, warped and fucked up. So I might as well rip these and then cut them down and use them as my cross members instead of using these nice fresh ones. I'll keep these nice fresh ones for the long pieces. So yeah, this will take me about an hour and a half probably, and we'll get going. Shit, and then I still have a lot of work loading these damn things up. It's like a step-by-step thing. This is how I've been ripping them. I got this in here to kind of act as a spreader, keep the tension off. Stick this through that frame so it can hold it for me. And then just follow my little line. There's 2 more. All right, we're on our fucking way 2 days later. Jesus, got them all done. Guy's been hitting me up. I've been prolonging this, and it's off Facebook Marketplace. So maybe to him, he's like, is this just some freaking scanner messing with me? Scammer. So yeah, it's an hour drive. Get some food beforehand, because it's gonna take me like 2 hours to load this if I'm doing it right and trying to make sure I don't fuck up and kill somebody on the highway from losing some barrels.